Hi, I'm welcoming you to my home today. I'm CJ Baty, and I write M&M, gay, romance, mysteries, and paranormal. It's so exciting to be back at events this year, but they're always really busy and lots of people, which is great, and lots of noise, and you don't always get a chance to talk about your books directly with readers when they come to your table. So I thought that I would give you guys a little bit of sample. This is what my table will look something like. And of course, there'll be nice things to take home on the table when you're at the events. And I am at 4 events this year, so it's going to be a very busy summer. First off, I would like to tell you about The Legend of the Ghost Train. And that's these 3 books here. Smoky Mist and Cannon Fire and Coal Dust are in this series. And they're all historical Americana. Smoky Mist takes place in the 1920s in Townsend, Tennessee. Cannon Fire takes place in the 1860s during the Civil War in Jonesville, Virginia. And Coal Dust takes place in the 1930s, I believe it's the 30s, it's before World War II, in Harlan County, Kentucky. Now, all of these cities are real. You can look them up on the map. All of them have these historical events that took place. The ghosts are mine, so you won't find them anywhere else but in these books. Each book has a different couple and ghost couple that you learn about what happened to them, and the couple that's in the present is trying to help them get together because they weren't able to ride the ghost train on to heaven together. They're separated. And so there's lots of action. A little bit of, it's not a scary kind of thing, except for in Cannon Fire, the ghost is actually a woman, and she is quite nasty. So that part is bad. But those are my latest books, my latest series, and I will have those at all the events. Before that, I have the Knights Club, which I've got the little books here, but I also set the pictures up because I thought you might be able to see them better. They all take place in a bar in Atlanta, Georgia, called the Knights Club. The owner of the club is Xavier Knight, so that's where the name comes from. And each story is a different trope. There's a May-December. There's a man who likes to dress fashionably, and he enjoys red high heels. And there's a cop and someone who's avoiding the cops. There's an older gentleman in the last book that's trying to mend fences with the family that's broken in this series. And the thing that I've pointed out in this particular series is sometimes it's not our blood relatives, it's the people that we make family. And that's what happens here. All of these people either work in or are a part of the Knights Club. So that's fun. For those of you who do know me, you know about the Pinkerton Man, which is my historical series. And there are 3 books available right now. The original Pinkerton Man, and I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. I put him outside to bark at the school buses, but you know how that goes. The second book in the story in the series is Murder in New York. And the third book is Aces Up. And basically what happens is the main character, Styles Long, becomes a Pinkerton agent after leaving England under dire circumstances. And these are his adventures. Presently, my work in process is called Deep as the Ocean. And it's these characters on an ocean voyage in 1910. They're on a sister ship of the Titanic, because of course the Titanic hasn't been built yet, but this boat was built before. And it's murder on the high seas. I can't wait. It's going to be grand. I have an older set, and if you follow me, you probably already have these books. I have very limited copies of Drifting Sands, Crashing Waves, Roaring Waters, and the Christmas book that all goes to the Warfield Hotel mystery series. It's an older guy. He's just turning 40. He's coming out of the closet really for the first time. Actually, he's being pushed out because his former lovers are being murdered. And they show up on the beach near his family's historical hotel. These stories are located in Beaufort, South Carolina, which is an actual city on the coast. And the coastline is not your normal beachy area. It's a rugged beach area, so that plays into it. The third book in the series, Roaring Waters, actually takes place in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Knoxville, Tennessee, in that general area, because if you've ever been and visited in that area, the Little Pigeon River and some of the offshoots, there's a lot of cascading water, and they are nicknamed Roaring Water. And that's how this came to be, how that story came to be. It's two characters, not the main characters from these two books, but they were in these stories. So, and people liked them, so they wanted to hear about them. I also have a couple of standalones. Whispers, Rumors, and Lies is probably one of my most popular novellas. Quite sexy, quite funny, lots of laughter, lots of sparks and other things.
That dude looks kind of naked.
Yeah, almost, kind of. Keep in mind green apple lube, and that kind of sets the mood for the story. Island Paradise started out in an anthology, and I expanded it to make it into a story of its own. And it's exactly what it says. It's Island Paradise, and picnics by the waterfall, and kissing under the stars and that kind of good stuff. A New Dream is the very first book I ever had published, and it was part of a small print at the time, and then I got the release back and changed the cover and expanded it a little bit, and it just tells a story about a young man who loses his dream and he has to start over and find a new one. So that's those individual books. I'm also privileged to have I was a part of the Kaleidoscope anthology last year and this year. And if you haven't picked it up, you need to. It's still free. The ebook is still free. But if you would like a paperback, I will have a limited amount of these at the, all I've got is all I've got. And once they're gone, I don't have any more. So these are probably my most expensive books. They're $15 each. And if you see me at Lay All Your Books on Me, some of the authors that are in here, they'll be there too. They'll also have copies, and you can get multiple signatures that way. You can not only get mine, but you can get the other authors' signatures too. So let's talk about pre-orders. The reason I'm coming to you today is because I have Riders on the River, which is on
July 17th.
July 17th. Then I also have Lay All Your Books on Me, which is
31st.
July 31st. And in August, I have the Lexington Legendary Book Event, which is on August 28th. And in September, I'm going to be at Rebels and Readers in Hershey, Pennsylvania, on October 16th. So it's going to be a busy summer, and I don't have a lot of lag time. So if you see anything here today and you want it, pre-order it. For the events that are taking place in July, I'm not going to send out invoices till June, so you have time. The one in August, I'll send out the 1st of July. The one in October, I'll send out the 1st of September. It's not like you have to pay me right away. I just need to know so that I have enough books to cover for everybody. I don't want you to get to an event and think you'll be able to get a book that I don't have with me at that time. So pre-order, please. The links to my pre-order form will be at the end of this video and in the comments below. And you can also go to my webpage, cjbaty.com. That's cjbaty.com. And if you're so inclined, you can sign up for the newsletter. It's bottom of the first page. And there's also a list of events and descriptions of my books. Thank you so much for sharing with me today. I hope this was helpful to some of you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye. See you soon.